Not every crypto dip is a buying opportunity. Some dips are gifts and some dips are traps. And if you keep buying every red candle without a framework, then you could end up in a weak position way too long, much longer than you expected. Hey, this is Colin. I help beginners in crypto learn how to create real wealth in crypto by using simple macro strategies and building a conviction-based portfolio. In the last video, we talked about why most people buy and sell crypto at the wrong time. And one of the biggest reasons or biggest ways that shows up is right here. People see red and they automatically assume discount, cheap buying opportunity. Then they jump in without thinking clearly. So in this video, I want to give you a simple filter, something that you can use. Not a perfect prediction tool, just 3 smart questions. 3 questions that you should ask before buying any crypto dip so you can make better decisions with more clarity and less emotion. All right. So number 1, first question, what kind of an asset is this really? Before you buy any crypto dip, the first question is, what kind of an asset am I really buying? You got to know. You have to know what it is that you are buying. If you don't know what you're buying, you don't know why you will hold it. You see, not all crypto should be treated the same. There is a huge difference between what a core asset is, a solid mid-tier altcoin that you've researched, and a random speculation, random coin that you are just speculating on with no real utility. A lot of beginners end up making that mistake, that thinking that every crypto dip is the same. They think, well, it's down 30%. Maybe this is my chance. But a dip, it only means something if the asset itself deserves the conviction. So you need to ask yourself, do I actually understand this project? Really understand it? Did I already want to own this asset? Does it fit my portfolio strategy? Or am I just interested because the price dropped and it looks cheap? That's a huge difference. Because if you really had no conviction in that asset before it dropped, that dip, that drop, that should not build conviction for you just because it dropped. Sometimes a coin is not on sale. Sometimes it's just weak. All right, number 2, what is the bigger context behind the dip? The question, why is this dipping? See, this matters because context changes everything. Is the whole market pulling back? Is Bitcoin correcting and pulling everything back with it at the same time? Is this just normal volatility and it's going to bounce back? Normal volatility in an uptrend? Or is this asset dropping because there's actually something wrong with this asset? A lot of people skip this step. They see red and they just jump in and buy that red candle, buy the dip. If they are one of the people that are actually buying the dip and not selling on red, and they're buying it because they see that it's a dip, well, you see what I'm saying? Because a dip inside a bigger, healthy picture is different from a dip in a broken trend, weak narrative, or collapsing market structure. Now, that doesn't mean that you need to become some expert, some perfect chart analysis expert in order to figure it all out. It just means that you need to slow down enough just to ask, is this a normal market movement? Or is this warning me about something? That pause there alone can help a lot of people avoid a lot of bad entries on these dips. All right, number 3, the third question here is where a lot of people get exposed. Before you buy the dip, you have to ask, what is my actual plan after I buy? Because A lot of people, they know how to click buy, but they don't know what happens next. Are you buying to hold long term? Are you buying a small DCA entry? Are you buying to add to a long hold conviction position? Would you buy again when it's lower? When would you admit that the setup isn't what you had hoped for? It's not what you thought. This matters because if your only strategy is to just buy and hope, then the dip probably isn't as clear as you think it is. Good decisions usually come with predefined logic, not just excitement. The more clear you are before the entry, the less emotional you become after the entry. And that's a huge advantage in crypto. And again, this is one reason why I'm always talking about my framework over impulse. Because when you know how to think through the asset, the context, and your plan, you stop treating every dip like an emergency decision. And that is a big part of what I break down in my crypto wealth playbook, the portfolio, the high conviction portfolio, buying the dips, DCAing, the crypto wealth playbook. It's built to help beginners make better decisions in crypto with more structure and not just react to every move in the market. Again, I'll put the link down below. But even when people start asking better decisions, they still make a few of the major timing mistakes that keep them stuck. And honestly, those mistakes are one of the biggest reasons why people still end up buying high, holding too long, or freezing at the wrong time. And that is what I'm going to be breaking down in the next video.